If you've ever typed, "how to make a girl like you" into YouTube or Google, you've probably fallen into a rabbit hole of advice. Some say you need to hit the gym and build the perfect body. Others say you need money, cars, status, or designer clothes. And then there are the pickup experts teaching lines and tactics that feel fake and robotic. But here's the crazy part: none of that actually matters, because attraction is much simpler. In fact, it's way easier than most guys think. Let me tell you a quick story. When I was in university, I spent years trying to figure out what girls wanted. I tried being funny, nice, mysterious, confident, you name it. I'd go out of my way to impress them. Compliments, gifts, attention. And every time, it ended the same way. They'd smile, thank me, and move on to someone else. I felt invisible. Until one day, a friend gave me a book. I read it in a week. And suddenly, it was like someone turned on the lights in a dark room. Everything made sense. The reason girls didn't like me wasn't because I was not enough. It was because I was trying too hard to be enough. Here's the secret I learned, and it's one that can literally change your dating life forever. Success with women starts in your mind. Because what's in your mind always shows up in your actions. You can't fake it. If you feel nervous, desperate, or afraid of rejection, that energy leaks through your body language, your tone, your eyes. And women feel it instantly. But if you're calm, centered, and truly confident, that energy radiates too. And that's what makes you attractive. Not your car, not your abs, not your wallet, just your energy. Remember this one line: it's everything. She feels what you feel. If you feel nervous, she feels nervous. If you feel calm, she feels safe. If you feel like you're not good enough, she'll feel that too. Attraction isn't logical, it's emotional. And emotions are contagious. Think about it. When you meet someone who's genuinely confident, not arrogant, just grounded, you can feel it. They don't need validation. They don't need to prove anything. They just are. That's what women respond to. But when you start trying too hard, complimenting too much, agreeing with everything she says, waiting for her reaction, you instantly kill the spark. Because you've placed her above you. You've made her the prize. And no one is attracted to someone who doesn't see their own value. Let's make this practical. Imagine two guys walk up to a woman at a party. Guy one says, "Hey,
can I buy you a drink?"
She says,
"I'm good, thanks."
He freezes. He's crushed. Guy two walks up and says, "Hey,
what's the best drink here?"
She says,
"Probably the mojito."
He smiles. "All right. Then you're buying. I'll take one too." Notice the difference? The second guy isn't trying to win her approval, he's just being playful. He's not focused on the outcome. He's focused on the moment. That's one of the biggest mindset shifts you'll ever make. Stop chasing outcomes. Start enjoying interactions. Most men treat every conversation with a woman like it's a high-stakes job interview. They think, if she rejects me, I've failed. But confident men know that rejection means nothing, because every no simply filters out the wrong people. Rejection doesn't define you, your reaction to it does. Picture this. Guy says,
"Hey, how are you?"
Girl says,
"Go away, jerk."
Most men would walk away embarrassed, maybe angry. But a confident man just smiles and says,
"Whoa, seems like someone skipped breakfast today. Hope your day gets better."
And walks off laughing. He doesn't take it personally, because he knows her reaction says more about her than about him. Confidence isn't about pretending to be fearless, it's about being okay with whatever happens. That's real strength. Because when you stop trying to control the outcome, you start to enjoy the process, and that's when women start noticing you. Now, let's talk about another mistake. A lot of men lose their composure around attractive women. They suddenly act differently, more polite, more nervous, more eager to please. But here's a truth that might sting a little. Physical beauty is not an achievement. She didn't work for her genetics. So stop rewarding her just for existing. When you treat her like she's ordinary, not in a rude way, but in a balanced way, she starts to see you as someone different, someone who's not easily impressed, and that drives curiosity. You can even play with it a little. Say something like, You're pretty, sure, but I'm not convinced we'd get along. You seem too much of a goody two-shoes for me. That line does two things at once. It gives a light compliment, but also a playful challenge. And suddenly, she's thinking,
Wait, what does he mean? Does he not like me?
she starts chasing your approval instead of the other way around. That's the shift from seeking validation to creating attraction. Now, let's talk about standards. High-value men don't settle. They don't take what's available, they go for what they actually want. Think of it like ordering food. If you want chicken soup, but the restaurant only has tomato soup, do you just settle? Most guys do in dating. They take whatever's offered. But a man of value gets up and finds another restaurant. He knows what he wants and he's patient enough to wait for it. Even in relationships, this principle matters. If your girlfriend threatens to leave during an argument, the average guy panics. He apologizes, agrees to anything, just to keep her, but the high-value man stays calm. He says,
If that's what you really want, I wish you the best.
and walks away. That's not cruelty, that's confidence. Because he knows his worth doesn't come from her approval. Here's something powerful to remember. You teach people how to treat you. Every time you over-apologize or chase validation, you're teaching her that you'll accept less than respect. But when you stand firm, when you show you have boundaries, she realizes you're not like the others. You're not trying to keep her. You're allowing her to earn you. Another trap men fall into is changing their personality to match a woman's preferences. You start dressing differently, talking differently, pretending to like her hobbies, and slowly, you stop being yourself. But here's the truth. If she doesn't like who you truly are, she's not the one. Don't bend your life to fit into hers. That's how you lose yourself. Let her adapt to your reality. Because real attraction happens when two people respect each other's authenticity, not when one person performs for approval. High-value men don't fear being alone. They know that solitude is better than fake company. They don't chase. They choose. They don't need to be liked by everyone. They just need to stay true to themselves. That mindset alone makes them magnetic. Because confidence isn't loud, it's quiet, still, and undeniable. At the end of the day, attraction isn't about tricks or manipulation. It's about energy. When you stop chasing women and start building yourself, your confidence, your purpose, your boundaries, women notice. Because confidence isn't saying,
I can get any girl.
it's saying,
I'm good either way.
and that peace, that self-assurance, that grounded presence, that's what truly attracts women. So if you take one thing from this video, let it be this. Stop seeking approval. Stop chasing validation. Start becoming the man you'd respect, the man you'd want to be friends with. Because once you're that guy, women will naturally feel drawn to you, not because you're perfect, but because you're real, unshakable, confident. And once you understand that, getting girls, yeah, it's actually pretty easy. If this video gave you a mindset shift, hit that like button and share it with a friend who needs to hear it. And remember, attraction isn't a game of chasing, it's a game of becoming. I'll see you in the next one.